Hi everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is time for Taroscopes. I'm going to be doing the Taroscopes for the sign of Taurus. That's Taurus Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of December. We have made it to December. I'm not sure many of us thought we would, but here we are. The last month of our 9 year. Remember, we are in a 9 year. 9 is about separating out that which we want to keep and that which we want to let go of. It's also important in the 9 year that while there's a lot of letting go, there's also the understanding that that process of letting go happens, and also a review of the years from 2017 when we started this cycle to now at the end of the 9 year. And it's the last month of the 9 year. And so that is significant as well. We've had 11 months so far to work with this 9 energy. And this is our last chance, guys, at least for another 9 years. Um, so 9 is a Virgo energy. In the tarot, it's the Hermit card. So it's about both healing, it's about understanding, it's about shining the light in the darkest of times. And so that is what we are doing. We are shining the light in the darkest of times while learning from the past and envisioning a different and new type of future based on what we've come to understand over the last 9 years. Now we're in the 12th month. The 12 is also an important vibration this month. The 12 in the tarot is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man says, look at it from a different perspective. There isn't much you can do to change things. You are sort of hung up in a tree, but you can connect with cosmic consciousness and you can understand what it is that we are trying to experience, what we're trying to learn. And also, it's a real investigation into our own sense of where our power lies and where it doesn't. And we don't always have we don't always have power in the outer world, but we always have power in the inner world. And if we can become inwardly empowered, that energy will express itself into the outer world. And, ultimately, it's about us all becoming authorities in our own life based on responsible action. Now, if we take the 9 and the 12 and add those together, we get a 21. The 21 in the tarot is the World card, endings and new beginnings. And so, apropos that is the vibration of the last month of the 9 year, right? When we add the 12 to the 9, it is a Saturn energy. Saturn right now is in Pisces. It is moving direct in Pisces. It's moving on its way out of Pisces. It went direct at the end of last month in November and will move out of Pisces at the beginning of next year when it moves into Aries and joins up with Neptune, which also at this time is in Pisces, in the last degree of Pisces, and will be moving forward and out of Pisces into Aries. That's part of the new consciousness that's being birthed on the planet. In order for us to be open and available to that new consciousness, we need to let go of the past. And that's really what this whole year has been about. But also, not just letting go of the past, but learning from it. What are the lessons? What can we bring forth into the new cycle? Okay, so as a Taurus, you're a Venus ruled sign. This month, Venus is, I believe, in Sag for most of the month, and then it moves into Capricorn on Christmas Eve, the 24th of December. Venus in Capricorn is much more traditional. Venus in Sag is much more freedom oriented. So you might find yourself being a little bit more, don't fence me in the beginning of the month, but then as the end of the month comes closer and we get closer to the holiday season, you might find yourself cuddled up in and surrounded by the people you love, um, surrounded by the things you love, and eating the things you love. Don't we love the holidays, Taurus? I have my Venus in Taurus, so I love all those things. Warm, comfy blankets, delicious, nourishing food, and a treat or two. All right. So let's see. I'm using the Druidcraft Tarot. I use this tarot a lot for the earth signs. So we're using it again today. And then I'm going to be picking a Mystic Sister card after this, an Oracle card to sort of wrap it up. Wrap it up. All right. This is a big deck, so it's a little harder to. Sorry if this is making too much noise. It's hard to know. All right, two. That's cool. That feels good. All right. Okay, let's see what we got. We start with the immediate environment, the star. Now I do have to cover her up. The star card. Okay, we can see that she is pouring water on the earth, and on this side she's pouring water into the water. This is a healing card. The star card is about finding your guiding star. It's a meditative card. The star, the energy of the star card is one of meditation. And so we're looking to spirit, we're looking to the higher vibrational frequencies. This is actually an Aquarius card. Pluto is in Aquarius, right? And so we're reaching up to find the guiding star. What is going to guide us into the new year of 2021, 2026? Challenged by the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. You're worried about how you're going to manifest this, right? You're worried. You're always concerned with resources because that's what Taurus is about. Taurus is about resources, it's about resourcefulness, it's about what of our basic needs. We want to make sure that our needs are met and that our basic needs are met. And this very sort of high aspirational energy is kind of antithetical to that more earthly Taurus, feet on the ground energy. So you're struggling a little bit with allowing yourself maybe to dream the big dream or find the guiding star. There's so much in front of you that you can deal with. Why am I looking up? Like that kind of energy. Let's see what's at the root of this. The Prince of Cups, an offering of love, an offering of love. And maybe somebody has offered you some love and you want to sort of go into the ethers with that. You want to imagine the most imaginable, wonderful imagining things. And then you have that crossing card of the King of Pentacles and saying, yeah, but do they have a job? Are they practical? Is this a good idea? Not that this is bad. It's good, right? It's a good ballast to the aspirational energies. But it also, you don't want to lose the offering. This can be a romantic offering, or it just can be an offering of love. It doesn't have to be romantic. Let's see in the past. Wow, you just jumped off the cliff, didn't you? So you're in a whole new place, man. And maybe, maybe you jumped to the cliff. Maybe you were like, oh, let's see, oh, let's try it. Or maybe you weren't paying attention and you tumbled down. Um, or maybe you were forced off the cliff. It's possible. I mean, this dog is pretty big. All right. Let's see what's in the sky. What does Spirit have to tell us? The Spirit says that there's going to be a lot of emotionality out there. The Spirit card can mean a suggestion from Spirit, but it can also mean what's going on in the outer world. This card has come up in the last 3 readings I've done, is the moon. The moon is connected to the sign of Pisces. We have the North Node in Pisces at this time. The North Node in Pisces is asking us to be compassionate, to realize that we are one, but it can be very confusing. It can be confusing, especially for those who are more practically oriented. So my feeling about what this card might mean is that there is a lot of emotional ups and downs out there. It is not necessary to have that affect you, but let's see what the next card says. The Princess of Cups. Another cup. This is a good news. So, despite what you see in the outer world, I feel like the Princess of Cups, as pretty much the card for the month, says, look for the blessings that are coming your way. There's opportunities and good news on its way. And sometimes it's hard to see that because of all the noise that's going on in the outer world. How other people see it, they see that you've worked really hard and now you're waiting for your um, you're waiting for people to come, people to see you, people to see. We have the road here. He's waiting for somebody coming along the road. Um, it is really sort of waiting for your ships to come in or waiting for your customers to come to your door. Or maybe you're just waiting for people to come to your house so they can share in those cozy blankets and delicious treats. People see you as very, what's the word? Inviting, very inviting. In your domestic situation, we have the Eight of Cups. This can be an abandonment of a project that you've spent a lot of time on, but you realize is no longer fulfilling you. So you could be turning your back on something around your domestic situation. Now, your domestic situation can be your home, but it can also be where you work, where you spend most of your time. So it's possible that you're sort of turning your back on that. And maybe that's what this is, right? Maybe you have a dream, you have an aspiration, and maybe this is your boss saying, you can't do that, don't go there. But you're following something else. You're following a feeling. You're following a feeling, and it's a subtle feeling. But it's also not subtle at all because you realize that perhaps where you had been is done. It's over. You're done with that part of your life. And now it's time to take the leap of faith. Well, you've already taken the leap. You took the leap of faith probably already. And now it's like, it's a whole new thing. I have a good friend who's a Taurus and she just retired. And she's worked so hard for so many years. She's always worked. Like when she was in high school, she worked. When she was in college, she worked. And then she worked in the industry for like 30 or 40 years. She's a hard, hard worker. And now she doesn't have to work. And she's enjoying herself. I will say that. Thank goodness. Thank goddess. She's enjoying herself. And I think that these cards are indicating that it's important that you do just that in little ways. And maybe in the little ways are even more important than the big ways. In the hopes and fears, we have the Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, there is a sense of creating a sacred space. And so perhaps there's a hope that you can have a sacred space to yourself. You're creating that around you. I doubt if you're worried about that or fearing that. The outcome, we have the Two of Swords. This is at a crossroads. A decision needs to be made, right? And so this is the end of the reading. So you're going to come to a point where you're going to have to make a decision. Now, let me see if I can pick a few more cards, see if we can get a major arcana here. We have the Six of Wands, which means that there's been a victory, and the Sun, and a rebirth. Victory and a rebirth. So the question, I think, here is, do I go and do the things that I've been successful at, or do I do a whole new thing, sort of like the child on the back of the horse, something totally new? Um, if I was going to bet, I think it's this one, but that's me. That's me. But either way, something will be illuminated for you. Okay, let's see. Underneath, we have the Four of Wands. This is family, weddings, getting together with people of like minds, celebration. The Chariot, which is about moving on quickly. And then the Queen of Wands, which is the queen of her domain. She's the queen of the heart, the queen of passion, the queen of fire. So I would say this is underneath it is being able to follow your passions. Whatever it is that gives you pleasure, whatever it is that gives you joy, whatever it is that warms your heart, that is the direction that you need to go into. So, as much as you love guarantees, as a Taurus, it's more important, I think, that you're a little more whimsical than you've been before. It's an opportunity to be more whimsical. Okay. Let's see what the Mystic Sister Oracle says now. This is an oracle deck by one of my favorite artists. I didn't know she had an oracle deck. I just love her art so much. And then I saw it, and then I found out she had a deck. And this is the deck. This is the that's not the that's actually the book. Where's the deck? I just want to show you the cover in case you want to. Here it is. Mystic Sisters Oracle. So for those of you who might be new to this channel, every Friday, Saturday night, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, I get on with my friend Ona from Ona's Tarot, and we do a Mystic Sisters Live if you want to join us. It's a lot of fun. You can check us out. It's live. We do WTF questions. We talk about what's going on in the world. Sometimes it's political. Sometimes it's astrological. Sometimes it's just funny as shit. Ooh, pardon my language. But yeah, I'll put something down below so you can in the descriptor. So if you want, just as a reminder, like join us for Mystic Sisters on Saturday nights. All right. I should put a schedule. That's what I should do. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what Mystic Sister wants to say to Taurus. Remember, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. Oh, there's too many cards. Let's try that again. All right, Mystic Sister Oracle. What do you? Oh, I'm having a little trouble. Okay, let's try again. Mystic Sister Oracle, what do you have to say to Taurus? What does the energy that Taurus has to have or understand for the month of December, this last month of this 9 year, this very tumultuous 9 year? Here we go. Tuatha De Danann. Tuatha De Danann. So very Taurus. So very Taurus. Okay. Hidden forces and spirit guardians. The Tuatha De Danann is an ancient tribe in Irish mythology who had perfected the use of magic. They were driven into the underworld, an infinite paradise where no one grows old and time has no meaning. They are aware of your soul's path and will open doors for you to reach your destiny. They are also mischievous tricksters who may cause obstructions and pranks if you fall off your path. Their intention is to benefit you, to so pay close attention. We all lose our way now and again. Our time here is precious. The Tuatha De Danann are here to remind you to check your spiritual compass to be sure you are heeding your personal call. So that question, are you going to sort of go with, your heart and something new and something, or are you going to go with what was successful in the path? I think you're going to get some hints from these guys. These are kind of the leprechauns, the tricksters. We have them on our property. We have the trickster energy here. There's a lot of fairy energy on my property. And when I went to Ireland and I came back, I brought a couple more. So, they don't really know boundaries, right? They're very connected to the land. And when I went I've always wanted to go to Ireland, and I went back in, was it 2022, 2023? I think it was 2022. Isn't that awful? I can't remember. Um, And I realized that one of the things that I loved about New England, because I wasn't born here, I was born in New Jersey and grew up in New York, New Jersey and New York area. And there was something about the land here that just spoke to me. And so I came here for that reason. Like I felt at home in New England. And when I went to Ireland, I realized that it looks just like New England. So I think, my I have an Irish soul. I have an Irish soul, I guess. And it's been calling me forever. But these are the earth energies of that, the mischievous ones. And as a Taurus, you are fixed earth and you are very connected to the fairies. So they'll show you the way, and if you're messing up, they'll trip you up. So enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful holiday. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm having something a little special. I'm creating for the new year. If you stay on the channel, keep posted. I'll keep you posted on that. I'll let you know what's available. When that's going to be available. Probably at some point during the month. So take care of yourself. Then I'll see you in January, or I'll see you on Mystic Sisters, or you can come and walk my garden and talk about the stars every morning. Okay, take care, everyone. Namaste.